It all began in a grocery shop on the small island of Dunsör in the archipelago of Sweden's west coast. In 1904, Christian Andreasson and his wife Adela, great-grandparents of today's leading Terntank generation, opened the shop, selling groceries and fuel to the many fishing vessels of the archipelago. At this time, the number of fishing vessels that had their sails replaced with engines grew steadily, and so did the demand for fuel oil. Christian Andreasson's grandson, Sven Olof Christensen, Terntank's founder, born and bred in these entrepreneurial conditions, had at a young age set his mind on becoming a ship owner, running his own tanker business. Sven Olof heard over the radio that one of Shell's tanker vessels had an engine breakdown in Stockholm. Sven Olof thought that this was their chance. No one else would dare to buy a tanker that had just had such an accident. He was proven right when Shell, a while thereafter, greatly reduced the price of the motor tanker Nytia. In February 1958, the tanker, renamed to Terntank, was taken over by the partner shipping company in Dunsör. Thus, the shipping company, Terntank, saw the light of day. Terntank was built in 1926 at Finnboda shipyard in Nacka, Sweden, and sailed under the name Nytia for her previous owner, Shell. In 1959, the ship was refit with a new engine to match the tough traffic on the Baltic Sea. The business idea was very clear, with small cost-efficient technical improvements and some changes in the onboard organization, making transport more efficient with better performance. Sven Olof and his wife Marianne had 4 children together. Initially, the whole family followed aboard the vessels during the summertime. Already from this very beginning and ever since, the company has a lean on a Christian foundation. The same year, Sven Olof Christensen heard of another Shell tanker for sale named Narita on 460 deadweight. Terntank resolutely put a higher bid than a previous bidder and closed the deal on December 1959. This tanker got the same name as the company, the Terntank. A clear naming trend was now visible, and all of the company's ships have been named accordingly ever since, with the prefix Tern. One could think that the name derives from the seabird, the tern, which adorns the company's logo type. But the first tanker, Terntank, was named after the birthplace of Sven Olofsson Christensen's stepfather, Reverend Olaf Nordin, who played together with Sven Olof's mother, Karen, an essential role in the foundation and development of Terntank. With 2 vessels in the same trade, they were able to optimize them to make them more cost-efficient for all the parties involved, while at the same time, Terntank was able to earn money. 1963, Tanfors. It all began with the first new building, what was to be the trademark for Terntank, to utilize all the experience from the operation of the previous vessel and make use of this knowledge in the drawings and construction of a new vessel. 1964, Terntank. From the same yard and with the same philosophy to build an efficient tanker, Terntank was delivered as a new building in 1964. 1970, Tannvik. This vessel was built on the slipway at the same yard. With some adjustments in order to meet our requirements, this vessel fits very well into the old trades on the Swedish lakes. 1968 to 1972. The new buildings, Terntank and Terntank, were the result of our knowledge of ship operation and German shipbuilding quality. 1974, Terntank raised the bar by building Tannhof in Norway. This vessel was the size of the company's previous vessels. As a frontrunner in environmental protection, this was the first vessel with a double bottom. In the mid-1970s, Sven Olof's oldest daughter, Ann, starts working at Dunsör shipyard, belonging to the company. Later, Ann became CEO of Terntank. Ann and her husband Jack, with family, meant a lot for the company's survival and development. 1976, Tanfors. Terntank bought a second-hand vessel which had suffered a devastating fire. This vessel was rebuilt and underwent a major conversion at our shipyard in Dunser. 1980 to 1981, Tanbris and Tanvind. These two vessels also represented the beginning of a new era. Cargo tanks were segregated to satisfy customers' new demand for different grades of cargoes in smaller parcels. In the early 1980s, Trygve Muller married Sven Olaf's second daughter, Rigmor. He started working as a deck officer on board, then as a captain, later on as a CEO of the company. 1984, Tanfjord. Once again, double the size while maintaining the same philosophy. New technology. Utilize all available knowledge in ship operation and development. This is Terntank's first double-hull vessel. 1989, Tansund. This vessel was also built with a focus on performance and minimizing the size of the crew. This was the first vessel in the company and the first in this segment where computers became a tool to make daily operation on board safer and healthier, and at the same time, improved performance. 1993 to 1996, Ternhwo and Tanland. This time, all the experience gained with the Tansund was implemented in these two vessels. As a result of changing customer demands, they were lengthened to be able to carry 10,000 tons of gas oil. A lot of effort was put into building the vessels larger, while keeping the small scale in their operation and handling in the same efficient way as the Tansund. 1998, Tanforsch and Tandal. Terntank began to build vessels in China. Terntank purchased these vessels from Scandinavian owners after we found the vessel's basic standard, equipment, and segregations satisfied our demands and our customers. 2001 to 2005, the Edward series, Tanvik, Tanhav, Tanvag, Tanholm. These vessels were also planned and designed by us to optimize performance in daily operation and satisfy customers' demands. They were built to fit into our normal trade, but with full chemical glass and the highest ice class to attract new customers. 2007, Tornpris and Ternwind. As a result of the good experience in the 10,000 deadweight segment with the Ternhwo, the company looked for suitable vessels in Turkey. A key parameter in addition to performance was low bunker consumption. Sven Olaf's son, Ollie Christensen, also played a significant role in the company. In 2009, he took the step of moving the company and his family, his wife Annika, and the children Karen, Annie, and Sophie to Denmark Skau. 2011, Uluk passed away, which meant a great sorrow and lack for the family and the company. (2016 to 2017), the Avik series, Tansund, Tanfjord, Tansea, and Tanocean. Into the future, the Baltic solution. We used the Edward vessels as a base and then focused on reducing their environmental impact. This time, emissions and consumption were given the highest priority in the project. LNG was the only fuel able to live up to this high environmental goal. These vessels are now employed in the market, and the shipping industry has followed in their footsteps and realized that the Avik Denghing series has become the most significant contribution to green shipping. Today, owners of Terntank, Trygve, Rigmor, and Annika, has a fleet consisting of 12 modern tankers, with 3 offices around the globe, at Dunser, Skau, and Manila. We want to thank our customers who have been there and supported us during different business cycles, who understand that we need to reduce the environmental impact of footprints in the transport chain. Without these relationships, this would not have been possible. Our voyage would not be possible without a very skilled and loyal crew at office and on board. They are the ones who every day are doing the hands-on work and are making it possible for Terntank to be in the front line with high-standard environmentally friendly vessels. And day by day becomes more value to our customers.